A wealthy entrepreneur with a long history of brutally abusing his wife was found dead in his living room one day. Under brutal police interrogation, his wife Lisa, the prime suspect, was coerced into confessing to the crime. She was quickly forced to sign a written guilty statement. Everyone thought the case would be open and shut, until a rookie lawyer stepped in and turned the entire trial on its head. Even though Lisa had pled guilty, she was still legally entitled to representation. But what baffled her lawyer Jack, was that Lisa refused to walk through the details of the case at all. Her only request was for Jack to tell the judge to hand down a verdict as soon as possible. This made Jack suspect that Lisa might not be the one who killed her husband. There were just too many inconsistencies in the case details. First, according to the police forensic report, the victim had been injected with a lethal dose of sedatives. While he was in a deep, unconscious sleep, the killer had filled his nose and mouth with super glue. Here's the catch: even though Lisa had turned herself in, police never found any trace of super glue at the crime scene. This meant one of three things: Lisa was lying, she had a secret she couldn't share, or she'd only confessed under police coercion. Despite Jack's airtight analysis and his decision to enter a not guilty plea on her behalf, Lisa insisted she was the killer. She told Jack to simply relay her confession to the court, then stood up and walked away without a second glance. Jack's sharp instincts only confirmed his belief that there was far more to this murder than met the eye. Refusing to give up, he resolved to uncover the truth. It wasn't long before he found more evidence to back up his theory. From police records, he learned that Lisa's husband was a prominent business tycoon, with a multi-billion-dollar fortune and multiple life insurance policies taken out before his death. On paper, Lisa had a clear motive. But police had also found a diary outlining a murder plot, complete with exact dosages of sedatives. It seemed designed to make it look like Lisa had been planning to kill her abusive husband for a long time. Yet she'd shown no interest in claiming her husband's fortune, a clear sign there was another reason behind her confession. Just as Jack was stumped by this contradiction, his assistant brought him an anonymous package. Inside was a Bible, with a bookmark tucked into one page, and a single verse highlighted in thick marker. Jack immediately suspected someone was secretly helping Lisa. Jack rushed straight to the detention center to ask Lisa if she knew who'd sent the package. He was convinced the highlighted verse was a message from someone, urging her not to give up on her life. Jack begged Lisa to place her hand on the Bible and tell him the full, unvarnished truth about the murder. But even with a secret ally ready to help, Lisa still stood by her confession that she was the killer. With no other options, Jack finally hit her where it hurt. "If you're convicted, who's going to take care of your daughter?" he asked. "That little girl needs her mother. You need to be there for her." The first day of trial arrived quickly. The prosecution went first, arguing that Lisa had been trapped in an abusive marriage, suffering unprovoked violence at her husband's hands on a regular basis. This, they claimed, had led her to form a long-standing intent to kill him. They alleged that at around 2 a.m. on August 21st, while her husband slept, Lisa injected a lethal dose of sedatives into his right arm. Once the victim was completely unconscious, they said, she poured construction-grade superglue into his nose and mouth, sealing them shut and suffocating him to death. Jack immediately objected to this argument. He asserted that the prosecution had no hard, physical evidence against Lisa, and that she was a long-term victim of domestic abuse, trapped and controlled by her sadistic husband, so much so that she lacked the means and the courage to kill him. Thinking back to Jack's heartfelt warning about her daughter, Lisa finally spoke up in court and recanted her confession. She denied killing her husband. Before the next hearing, where the court would reconvene after evidence